Joaquin Phoenix, a famous Hollywood actor, is making a great impact on the entire world, not simply through his acting, but as a firm vegan and animal rights activist. His words and actions show that veganism goes beyond a simple dietary choice and is connected to fundamental values of life, such as respect for life, ethics, and environmental protection. Joaquin Phoenix's anecdote of deciding to become a vegan and his acceptance speech clearly show his deep compassion for animals and his ethical values. When Joaquin Phoenix was 3 years old, he witnessed fish being killed violently and painfully on a fishing boat with his siblings and was deeply shocked. Recalling this experience, he said, "It was so incredibly clear that it was something that we didn't want to participate in and we didn't want to support," and mentioned that this became the turning point for his entire family to become vegan. He emphasized that his motivation for veganism stems from fundamental compassion, not just health, by saying, "I don't want to cause pain to another living, empathetic creature." In his Oscar acceptance speech for Best Actor, he used his voice for those who have no voice. Speaking about the distressing issues that we are facing collectively, he defined the common thread among all struggles, including gender inequality, racism, and indigenous rights, as a fight against injustice. In particular, he strongly criticized the unethicals of factory farming and stated as follows: "We have become disconnected from the natural world. Many of us are guilty of an egocentric worldview, and we believe that we're the center of the universe. We go into the natural world and plunder it for its resources. We feel entitled to artificially inseminate a cow and steal her baby, even though her cries of anguish are unmistakable. Then we take her milk that's intended for her calf and we put it in our coffee and cereal." He emphasized that when we use love and compassion as our guiding principles, we can create systems of change that are beneficial to all sentient beings and the environment. Through messages like "We are all animals" in PETA campaigns and other platforms, he opposed speciesism. He emphasized the equal value of all living things, saying, "When we look at the world through another animal's eyes, we see that inside we are all the same, and that we all deserve to live free from suffering." Joaquin Phoenix also spoke out about the positive impact that a plant-based diet has on the global environment. Speaking about the destructive impact that the consumption of animal products has on the environment, he argued that veganism is no longer a simple personal choice. Mentioning the massive impact that agriculture and slaughter have on climate change, he suggested that a vegan lifestyle can provide hope for the planet. Even on movie sets, he demonstrates his convictions through actions and strictly adheres to a vegetarian-vegan lifestyle. During the filming of the movie Napoleon, he requested that the bicorn hat, one of the iconic props, be made of tree bark fiber instead of the original wool felt. At his request, the costume designer created the hat using vegan materials, which is an anecdote that shows his vegan conviction is firm throughout his daily and professional life. He left a famous quote: "Being kind to animals takes nothing away from being human," emphasizing that the practice of compassion makes our lives even richer. These remarks and anecdotes of Joaquin Phoenix present powerful ethical, environmental, and empathy-based reasons for why we should choose veganism to people who do not practice a vegetarian diet, urging a shift towards a life that practices a broader dimension of respect for life.